everyone's looking for a more fuel-efficient way to get from point A to point B. How does cutting the cost down in half sound? Of course it sounds great. There is one way to do that, and that's by riding a bicycle from point A to B, or simply driving a hybrid car. Hybrid cars get twice the fuel economy. They use less fossil fuels, which is very helpful to the environment. They have less of a carbon footprint since they don't burn as much fuel. And hybrids are able to create their own energy for turning the wheels by the braking action. The braking action causes friction, and it is stored into batteries. And since the population of the world keeps on increasing and increasing, and more people are driving cars, it's time to stop the greenhouse gases and find a more fuel efficient, less carbon making way to get from point A to B. Carbon gases are stored inside the Earth's atmosphere, which causes no heat to escape. This is global warming. It affects our water resources, our energy supply, transportation, agriculture, and ecosystems, according to the National Resources Defense Council. Now, how much do actually cars and small trucks account for the amount of greenhouse gases? Well, it's 60%. So out of all the greenhouse gases created by people on Earth, 60% of that is just caused by cars and small trucks. Now, a study by the Fuel Data Center took a gasoline car that averaged 25 miles to the gallon, and they took a hybrid car and did a comparison on how much carbon dioxide they created in a 100-mile trip. The gasoline car created 87 pounds of carbon dioxide in that 100-mile trip. The hybrid car created 54 pounds of carbon dioxide. That's a difference of 34 pounds. Not only will hybrid cars help decrease the greenhouse gases on Earth, they are also a more economical purchase. First, they have a much higher fuel efficiency. So, on average, a car gets 25 miles to the gallon. A hybrid car can get up to 119 miles per gallon in the Chevy Spark EV model, or 116 miles per gallon in the Volkswagen e-Golf. A very considerable difference. Now, let's say you purchase a car that gets an average of 25 miles per gallon, and you purchase a hybrid car that gets an average of 75 miles per gallon. Over the lifetime of that car, over a 5-year span, going 15,000 miles a year, you will save $6,100 just in buying gas. So, just with that money, over the 5-year span, that's a quarter of the cost of the car to buy a hybrid. Kind of makes sense. Now, since fuel cost is going up and up and up and up, it is a more economical decision by hybrid car because the resale value is going to be higher. They're keeping their resale value up because they're in higher demand since fuel costs are going up. Also, according to the Department of Energy, you get a tax credit for buying a hybrid car. Depending on the model, you can get up to $7,500 back each year just for purchasing a hybrid car. So let's summarize. Hybrid cars are more fuel efficient, which in turn saves you a vast amount of money over time. Also, they leave less of a carbon footprint because they're able to store energy inside of a battery. So let's help save the earth, and let's go out and buy a hybrid car.